01 Bankruptcy -01. Question. Under the Federal Bankruptcy Code, is a trustee required for Chapter 7, Chapter 11, and Chapter 13? 7.11.13. Answer. A trustee is required for Chapter 7 and Chapter 13. 7.13. A trustee is not required for Chapter 11. 11. Reg 801 Bankruptcy -02. Question. What two groups may file voluntary bankruptcy, but may not be the subject of involuntary bankruptcy? Answer. Farmers. Non-profit charitable organizations. Reg 801 Bankruptcy 03. Question. How many creditors must join in filing a petition to commence an involuntary bankruptcy case? If the debtor has 12 or more creditors. 12. If the debtor has fewer than 12 creditors. 12. Answer. If the debtor has 12 or more creditors, at least 3 creditors with aggregate unsecured claims of at least $16,750 must join in the petition. 12 $16,750. If the debtor has fewer than 12 creditors, any one creditor with an unsecured claim of at least $16,750 may file the petition alone. 12 $16,750. Reg 801 Bankruptcy 04. Question. What is the automatic stay? Answer. Automatic stay. When bankruptcy proceedings commence, a creditor may not pursue remedies against the debtor or his or her assets. The automatic stay goes into effect the moment a bankruptcy petition is filed. Reg 801 Bankruptcy 05. Question. Under the Federal Bankruptcy Code, what elements are necessary to establish a preferential payment? Answer. A preferential payment is a transfer made to or for the benefit of a creditor, on account of an antecedent debt of the debtor, made within 90 days prior to the filing, 1 year if the creditor is an insider, such as an officer of the debtor organization or a close relative of the debtor, 90. Made while the debtor was insolvent, and results in the creditor receiving more than the creditor would have received under the Bankruptcy Code. Reg 801 Bankruptcy 06. Question. List 4 common grounds for denial of discharge in bankruptcy. Answer. Debtor not an individual. Fraudulent transfers or concealment of property. Failure to keep books and records. Prior discharge within 8 years. Reg 801 Bankruptcy 07. Question. List at least 6 exceptions to discharge. Answer. 1. Taxes due within 3 years of filing. 2. Debts incurred by fraud, embezzlement, or larceny. 3. Debts related to luxury goods. 3. 4. Open-ended credit debts of consumers. 4. 5. Debts undisclosed in bankruptcy petition. 5. 6. Alimony, maintenance, support. 6. 7. Debts from willful and malicious injury. 7. 8. Debts from DWI. 9. Debts that are government fines and penalties. 10. Debts from education loans. 10. Reg 801 Bankruptcy 08. Question. What is the hierarchy for paying unsecured priority claims in a bankruptcy proceeding? S equals support obligations to spouse and children. A equals bankruptcy administration expenses. G equals gap creditors. W equals wages up to $13,650 if earned within 180 days, inflation adjustments not yet released. 180 13,650. E equals employee benefit plan payments up to $13,650, reduced by wage claims, if earned within 180 days. 13,650. 180. G equals grain farmers and fishermen's claims against storage processing facilities up to $6,725. 6,725. C equals consumer deposits. C equals T equals taxes. T equals I equals injuries caused by intoxicated driving. I equals Reg 809 bankruptcy. Question. In a Chapter 11 reorganization, is a trustee usually appointed? 11. Answer. A trustee usually is not appointed in a Chapter 11 case. The debtor usually remains in possession of the estate's assets. 11. Reg 810 bankruptcy. Question. The order for preliminary relief is the principal door to bankruptcy proceedings for a foreign debtor. True or false? Answer. False. The main door is a petition for recognition, which is filed by the foreign representative. Reg 811 Federal Laws and Regulations. Question. What will bar an employee from recovery under a workers' compensation statute? Answer. Fighting, intoxication, and self-inflicted wounds will bar recovery. An employee's negligence or assumption of the risk does not bar recovery. Reg 812 Federal Laws and Regulations. Question. What income is subject to FICA? FICA. Answer. An employee's gross wages and a self-employed person's net profits are subject to FICA. FICA. Reg 813 Federal Laws and Regulations. Question. What benefits are provided by FICA? FICA. FICA, Federal Old Age, Survivors, and Disability Insurance. FICA. Medicare benefits. Old age benefits. Disability benefits. Survivor benefits. Reg 814 Federal Laws and Regulations. Question. To whom does FUTA apply? FUTA. Answer. All employers who employ at least one employee for at least 1 day in each of 20 weeks in a year, or have a payroll equal to or greater than $1,500 in one calendar quarter. 20. 1,500. Reg 815 Business structures. Question. What are the elements of forming a general partnership? Answer. The elements of forming a general partnership are 1. 2 or more persons. 1. 2. Who agree expressly or impliedly to. 3. To carry on as co-owners a business for profit. 3. Reg 816 Business structures. Question. Is a writing generally necessary to create a general partnership? What if the partnership is to own real property? Answer. A general partnership can be formed whenever 2 or more persons agree to enter into a business for profit as co-owners. The agreement need not be in writing, indeed it need not even be oral. It can be implied from conduct. The fact that the partnership will own property does not change this. Reg 817 Business structures. Question. If the partnership agreement is silent, how are profits and losses divided in a partnership? Answer. If the partnership agreement is silent, profits and losses are divided equally, regardless of the contribution of each partner. Reg 818 Business structures. Question. For what services is a partner entitled to compensation if the partnership agreement is silent on the issue? Answer. If the agreement is silent on the issue, a partner generally is not entitled to any compensation. Reg 819 Business Structures. Question. A partner's interest in partnership property is subject to attachment to satisfy the partner's alimony obligation. True or false? Answer. False. A partner has no right to possess partnership property other than for partnership purposes. And a partner's creditors cannot get any greater rights than the partners in such property. Reg 820 Business Structures. Question. What is the liability of each partner for the partnership obligations? Answer. Partners are personally liable for all contracts entered into and all torts committed by other partners within the scope of the partnership business or which are otherwise authorized. Reg 821 Business Structures. Question. Can a limited partnership be formed with limited liability for all partners? Answer. No. A limited partnership must have at least one general partner who will be personally liable for all partnership debts. Reg 822 Business Structures. Question. Is a limited partner personally liable for the debts of the partnership? Answer. No. A limited partner is not personally liable for the debts of the partnership unless the limited partner is also a general partner. Reg 823 Business Structures. Question. A limited partner has apparent authority to bind his or her limited partnership on contracts apparently within the scope of the partnership business. True or false? Answer. False. Limited partners are like shareholders of a corporation and have no apparent authority to bind their partnership in contract. Reg 824 Business Structures. Question. Can a limited liability company be formed with limited liability for all members? Answer. Yes. Members of a limited liability company are not personally liable for obligations of the company. Reg 825 Business Structures. Question. A member of a limited liability company has apparent authority to bind the company on contracts apparently within the scope of the company's business unless the company's articles of organization provide otherwise. True or false? Answer. True. Generally, unless the articles of organization provide otherwise, limited liability companies are member-managed, and the members have apparent authority to bind the company on contracts apparently within the scope of the company's business. Reg 826 Business Structures. Question. Under the Uniform Limited Liability Company Act, ULCA, if the articles of organization and operating agreement are silent, how are profits and losses divided in a limited liability company? ULCA. Answer. Under the Uniform Limited Liability Company Act, ULCA, profits are shared equally, regardless of capital